Hi everybody! So for today's craft, I thought it would be great if we could focus on the season that we're in right now. There are 4 seasons in a year. We have winter, spring, summer, and fall. Now, we recently said goodbye to spring, and do you know what comes after spring? Good! Summer! And during the summertime, I thought, let's go ahead and draw like a nice summer scene. So to spell summer, let's do it together. Wonderful. S, U, M, M. I'm actually going to put 2 M's. And then E, and R. That spells summer. Now, the thing about summer is a lot of the times, even depending on where you live too, it can be quite hot. So if we were to think about our summer scene, I'm going to add a really nice sunny day. Maybe there are like a little bit of clouds, nothing too wild, right? Because a lot of the times we get some blue skies, huh? And sometimes during the summertime, we might like to go to the beach. And the beach is a really great place to cool off and relax with your family or friends. So I'm going to add my waves here. And let's add that sand. And maybe here you are, hanging at the beach. And maybe you have a pail and a shovel to make some sand castles and a blanket. I always like to bring snacks myself, so can't forget like some sandwiches and maybe a bag of goldfish or something. And there's a fun day at the beach. So what we're going to make for today's craft is a beach time craft for the summer. So what I have for this activity, let me go ahead and show you. I'm not going to use any paint for this, just to show you guys, but if you have paint at home, you should totally use it. It's fun to make the waves like a watercolor paint, or if you have any sort of blue construction paper, that's a fun idea too to make the waves. So I have my paper here that's white, and I have a blue marker. Since I don't have paint here, I figured I should show you by coloring it blue. And then this is going to be my sand. It's a nice light tan piece of paper. And then I have a light blue piece of paper within the top rectangle we're going to write summer together. And this is going to be our background. And also, if you have a picture of yourself that you can cut out and use for this craft, you should do it to make it look like you're having a nice fun day at the beach. It's fun to do. I enjoy it. And then, of course, we're going to use our glue. And, of course, we're going to use our scissors. All right, so let's get to it. That's the first thing we always do when we make our activities. Very good. Let's write your name. A-L-L-I-E. You write yours? Perfect. And flip. So we have a lot of cutting to do today. So let's go ahead and start with one thing at a time. I'm going to open up my envelope because I make an envelope just to keep everything together. So remember what type of weather we typically have during the sunny days is a lot of sunshine, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut out my circle for my sun. And we're going to rotate the paper around. And if you need more time, go ahead and just pause the video, okay? That is okay by me. I don't want you to feel rushed. We got our circle. Get my glue. And I'm going to place it in the top corner. Like so. Good. And then I have these teeny tiny triangles that I'm going to make for the rays. And I'm going to put them around my sun. Yeah, and that way it makes it look like a super sunny day. And if you want to draw your sun, you can do that too. That's always a fun idea. All right, there's my sunshine. Now, I also have a rectangle that I made out of fun floral paper. That will be my beach blanket for my my summer day. Now, and then I also have this, which is going to be a pail, like a bucket, essentially. So let's go ahead and cut this wavy line on my tan paper, because this is going to be the beach, the sand for the beach. And this is what we want to put on first before we add the waves to the bottom of the paper. So I'm cutting all around the line, and if you need more time, go for it, right? Just like so. I'm going to take my glue and place it along Perfect. Kind of like this. And I'm going to match the bottom corners to the bottom corners of my blue paper. And I'm going to press, press, press. And it'll look like this. Kind of looking like a beach so far. Awesome. Now I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to cut my waves. So remember, we go up, open, shut. And I'm rotating my paper and my wrist, right? That way you can get all the curves. And then, here we go. And remember, feel free to pause if you need to. Ta-da. Now, since I don't have any blue paint, I'm actually going to color it blue with my marker. So I'm going to put my paper down, and I'm going to use my blue, and I'm going to get to coloring. Now, you can add different textures and stuff too to make the waves look pretty fun. But since we just have my marker today, oh, you can always use chalk. Chalk would be really fun. Or if you have different color blues, like a light blue construction paper or a dark blue, in the past we've made mosaics, right? Where you rip up a bunch of pieces and then you glue it all together. That would give it a lot of different colors to add to your picture. So that would, or to your water, which would give it a nice texture. Here are my waves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here. And then we'll add our water for our beach. Perfect. At the bottom. Here we go. And then if you even have sand at home, you can add that too. That'd be kind of fun. Now let's go ahead and add our beach towel to the water and our bucket and shovel. So I'm going to cut out this trapezoid. And don't forget, of course, to put your scraps in recycling too. So I cut out a trapezoid. I'm going to glue this. And then I actually made like a little U to make the handle for my bucket. So let me show you. Put this here. See how this looks like a little handle? A little U? So I'm going to put that onto my bucket. And it kind of looks like this. And you're welcome to put your bucket and shovel wherever you want on yours too. You do not have to follow where I put it. But I'm just kind of putting it somewhere fun for you guys to see. So here's my bucket. I put it on the sand. That way, you know, if I had it and I was at the beach, I would want to put it in the sand too. So that way I could fill it up with the sand. And then here's my little shovel. And I'm going to put that with my bucket as well. Ta-da! Perfect. Next, let's add our beach towel. I'm going to cut out the rectangle. And remember, take your time. We use our scissors to cut out paper, right? Not our hair. We don't use scissors to cut our clothes, just our paper. Now I'm going to add my beach towel, because it's always nice to have a beach towel or blanket when you go to the beach, huh? I'll place that right here. And voila, our beach scene. And then what would be super fun is if you do have a picture of yourself that you can add to your craft, you should, because then it would look like you're at the beach. Or if you want to draw a picture of yourself, you can do that too and then cut it out. That's always fun to do as well. Now, since we have our summer scene, let's go ahead and write summer at the top. Now, we wrote summer earlier, so let's try to sound it out and spell it again. To spell summer, let's break it down letter by letter. So first off, we have s, s, s. What letter makes the sound s? Good. S. And then like umbrella is a. Wonderful. Excuse me, U. It gave away the next letter. That's okay. There are two of these. What letter makes the sound m, m, m? Beautiful. And then E. And last but not least, R, R, R. R. Awesome. We did it. I cannot wait to see how yours turn out. Have fun with it. But, you know, try your best too. It's always nice to be proud of your work, right? Because when we rush it, sometimes we make mistakes. And mistakes happen, but let's be proud of what we do. All right? I can't wait to see it. Have fun. Next time.